Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap for Tuesday, April 22, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, to make a promise. This promise will be to be the father that Kelly Spencer, Sofia Perez, needs. Meanwhile, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, reacts to learning he has an inoperable brain tumor. In the next episode, fans can expect Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Mistinswood, to be distraught. Steffi just learned that her daughter's father is dying from an inoperable brain tumor. In addition to that, Steffi decided to be the one to break the news to Liam. Steffi just won't be distraught for herself or even Liam, but for the daughter they share, Kelly. Finn left to give Steffi and Liam some privacy to talk. When Finn comes back, he might find Liam gone already. Finn does make a promise, which is probably to Steffi. The good doctor will assure Steffi that he will be the father that Kelly needs. Of course, that might come off a bit insensitive. However, that is what the official spoilers state, so that must be what he says. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, April 23 reveal that Liam will fight. One would expect Liam to be determined to find a treatment or cure. However, the preview clip suggests that Liam actually fights the prognosis. Just like Steffi, Liam is in complete disbelief about the brain tumor. Is it possible that this could be a misdiagnosis? Maybe his scans got mixed up with someone else's. Another possibility is that there was a shadow on the scan, and there is no actual mass there. Wouldn't they have noticed this during the emergency brain surgery? Fans might also see what happens after Liam gets the news. Right now, Liam is in shock and we know he goes into denial. However, does he go back to the hospital? Or could he end up going somewhere else? After news like this, I'm not sure if I would go back to the hospital. I would worry about never getting out of there. Liam might also decide he needs to accomplish certain things before he can die. Now, how is Steffi going to explain what's wrong to others? Steffi will try to cover, but she might not be successful. If Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, Eric Forrester, John McCook, or even Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang start asking too many questions, will Steffi really be able to continue keeping Liam's secret? The morning sun filtered through the floor-to-ceiling windows of the Cliff House, casting a golden hue across the living room as Steffi stood, arms crossed, staring out at the ocean. She hadn't slept much, not with everything weighing on her. Luna's confession, Liam's volatile behavior, Kelly's quiet tears when she thought no one was looking. And now Finn, her ever-stoic husband, had returned from a meeting with Bill Spencer, carrying news that rocked her to her core. Finn's promise, vows forged in fire. Steffi, Finn said softly, his voice low but resolute as he stepped into the living room. I need you to hear me. She turned slowly, eyes already rimmed with worry. Did Bill really say that about Liam? Finn walked closer, his jaw tense. Yes, and I need you to know that I'm not letting this go. Liam's spiraling, and I think the pressure of everything is breaking him. But he still has influence, and we have to protect Kelly. Steffi blinked, suddenly hyper-aware of the subtle shift in her husband. There was steel behind his eyes, the kind she'd only seen when he was dealing with patients on the brink of death. He wasn't just worried. He was preparing for war. Finn placed both hands on her shoulders. I made a promise, Steffi. To you. To our family. And to Kelly. I won't let Liam's instability hurt her. Steffi shook her head, already trembling at the implications. He's still her father. Yes, Finn said, his voice firm. But that doesn't give him the right to use her as a pawn, not in this, not with everything going on. Finn explained that during his tense conversation with Bill, the publishing magnate had admitted that Liam was withholding critical medical information. Something about a neurological scan. Something he should have disclosed weeks ago. Bill's afraid too, Finn added. And if Bill's afraid, you know it's serious. Kelly's future. Steffi's secret decision. Upstairs, Kelly sat on her bed, staring at a drawing she'd made. Stick figures holding hands by the beach. One was labeled Mommy, the other Daddy, and the smallest in the center was me. But today, she drew another figure off to the side. Dr. Finn. She clutched the drawing tightly as her mother entered the room. "Hi, sweetie," Steffi whispered, sitting down beside her. "What you got there?" "Just a picture," Kelly replied, not meeting her eyes. "I wanted it to be real. But Daddy's mad a lot now." Steffi's heart cracked open. "You know your daddy loves you, right?" Kelly shrugged. "I'm gonna make sure everything's okay," Steffi whispered, pressing a kiss to her daughter's temple. "You don't have to worry about anything." Later that afternoon, Steffi made a call. One she hadn't even told Finn about. She contacted Carter Walton, requesting an emergency custody review. "It's not a full filing," she said. "Just a preliminary assessment. I need to know what my options are." Carter was stunned. "Are you really considering this, Steffi?" "Liam is unraveling," she said. "And I won't risk my daughter's future. Not for anyone." Liam's fight. Past demons rise. Across town, Liam Spencer stared at his reflection in the bathroom mirror of his office at Spencer Publications. His knuckles were red from punching the wall earlier that morning. Another loss of control he couldn't explain. Another reason for people to question him. Another failure. He splashed cold water on his face, willing the voices to stop. His father's disappointment. Hope's silence. Steffi's concern morphing into fear. And that damn doctor's steady eyes, always analyzing, always judging. "Dead out of my head," Liam muttered, gripping the sink. But it wasn't Finn in his head. It was the truth. The secret scans. The diagnosis he hadn't shared. The slowly worsening condition he kept hidden, terrified that admitting it would strip him of everything. His daughters, his pride, his legacy. A knock on the door jolted him. It was Wyatt. "You okay, man?" Liam forced a smile, but Wyatt didn't buy it. "You haven't returned to Dad's calls. He said you stormed out of the meeting yesterday." Liam's expression hardened. "He's turning everyone against me." "He's trying to help you," Wyatt said gently. "We all are. But you've got to let us in. What's really going on?" For a moment, Liam considered telling him. But then the fear crept back in. If Wyatt knew, he'd tell Bill. Bill would tell Steffi. Steffi would tell Finn. And then, Kelly would know. "No one's taking my daughter," Liam snapped, brushing past his brother. Wyatt grabbed his arm. "No one wants to. But you're not acting like yourself." "I am myself," Liam barked. "Everyone else is just trying to replace me." He stormed out, ignoring Wyatt's stunned expression. He had a mission now. And it began with confronting Steffi. The confrontation, lines drawn in the sand. The sound of tires skidding outside the Cliff House sent Steffi rushing to the front door. Liam was already halfway up the steps before she could lock it. "Liam, no." "We need to talk," he said, pushing past her. Finn appeared in the hallway instantly. "You need to leave." "I'm not going anywhere," Liam shouted. "You think you can cut me out of my daughter's life?" "No one's cutting you out," Steffi said quickly. "But we are concerned. You've been erratic, Liam, aggressive." "I'm fighting for my family," he roared. Finn stepped forward. "Then maybe start by telling them the truth." Liam froze. Steffi blinked. "What truth?" "Tell her, Liam," Finn said, eyes locked on him. "Tell her about the MRI. The doctor's warning. The condition you've been hiding." The room fell silent. Liam's shoulders slumped, and for a moment, all the bravado drained out of him. "You had no right." "I'm a doctor. I had every right," Finn said. "And if you won't admit it, I will." "Steffi, Liam's dealing with something serious. Something neurological. It's affecting his judgment." Steffi gasped. "Is that true?" Liam turned away silent. "Why wouldn't you tell me?" she whispered. Because I didn't want you to think I was weak, Liam said, his voice cracking. I didn't want anyone to pity me. Finn's face softened. No one pities you, Liam. But we need to be responsible. For Kelly's sake. Liam sank onto the couch, head in his hands. I don't know what's happening to me. Steffi walked over slowly, kneeling beside him. Then let us help, please. A turning point, trust and turmoil. By nightfall, the mood in the Cliff House had shifted. Liam had agreed to undergo more testing. Finn promised to oversee it himself, with the best specialists. And Steffi, though still reeling, committed to keeping Kelly's life as stable as possible. I'm not going to file anything. Not yet, she told Carter in a late-night call. But I need documentation, just in case. Kelly, asleep upstairs, never knew that her parents had almost broken beyond repair. But as Finn watched her sleep that night, he made a silent vow. She deserves peace, he whispered to Steffi, who nodded. And though the storm was far from over, there was finally a sense of direction, a promise of healing, a fight worth enduring. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boladi and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.